Hey guys and gals, this is your host Joe, Life with Yosef, and I got a little update on 137, so let's get to it now. The seller's agents responded by saying that the HOA knows about the encroachment and has signed off on it. And okay, so I don't think the shed is going to be an issue, but what I want is I want it in the disclosure that the HOA has signed off on it. Because now, if there's a problem, it's on the seller and the seller's agent. And like I said on the last one, the sellers live in Canada. So I won't be able to reach out and get them for a judgment. But the selling realtor and their office, I would be able to if there's any type of problem. So I will, Sierra's getting married today, so she's going to be occupied for a few days. So I told her to just reach out to me next week when you're back to work. So I probably am going to ask her to go up and verify with the HOA herself. So we know if they've signed off on something, it better be in writing, and I can't imagine it's not, but you never know, and we'll see. So I think we're still going to pursue this. Well, the shed's not the deal breaker. Now, I called Mojave County yesterday, and I got on the phone with the assessor's office and the recorder's office because I wanted a copy of the easement, and I wanted to see if they had filed a copy of encroachment with the county. And so the gal sent me some stuff, and I looked it over, and I see the plat map, and I see the actual hard, the microfiche, a copy of the microfiche, and it's not quite answering my question. So I don't know if I said this on the last one or not. I think I did, but the easement is a utility access easement. Now, I think like my neighbor with the golf cart, I think they used the easement to park their cart in the back, of which I will do the same thing. So it's a utility easement. It's not an HOA easement necessarily. It's a utility easement. So those of you who have grown up where your power poles were along your back property line, well, you understand that, the power company needs to be able to access your property to work on the pole. And at the same time, the house that I grew up in Washington Manor, the power pole, well, it wasn't exactly in front of our house, but it was at the strip right at the neighbor's house. We had a strip of grass in between the sidewalk and the street. And so like the sidewalk would be the easement. And then a PG&E has an easement to put the pole in. So it's that type of stuff we're talking about, though everything here is underground. Now, I sent the picture, I showed you the pictures that Ed took the other day, so I'm still waiting on the air test. I talked about this, and I went ahead and implemented having Sierra receive the $380 mold test. In fact, I paid to have expedited shipping, so she should get it in her office. Her office is in Fort Mojave, which is right south of the Bullhead city limits. The tribal nations of Fort Mojave, the Fort Mojave tribe, the sovereign nation, the sovereign tribe, and they run the Avi, the casino. Hotel. It's really a nice place. So I'll have it sent there. It'll arrive Wednesday. I told her it comes with gloves and a mask, and basically you run in and you swipe the little Swiffer-like cloth and you mail it to them. I said, nothing's coming out of your pocket. I just need this done. I think I want to make goddamn sure, and the $400 that expedited shipping and such, tax. We'll get this addressed. So I'm not going to do any other of the testing, the roof, the structure, the plumbing. which Sierra, and this may be repeating myself, Sierra said she's got one guy to do all that, which great. So far, Sierra is awesome. She's working this sale, and I've told her this more than once. She's working the sale like it's the Taj Mahal. I think her cut's going to be about $3,000, so she's really earning her keep. That's for damn sure. She's an excellent realtor, and I'm very happy with her. I also sent the money to the title company, the earnest money. It's about $1,500. I finally got off my ass and did that. I wanted to make sure that this was going to go somewhere. So I'm in Patterson for a week. Daryl and Rebecca are going to come out. They're on their way now. I think there's some other business we need to talk about that he didn't want to talk about in front of people. So, okay. We're going to schedule the demo for next week. I thought it was Tuesday or Wednesday, but we're going to talk about that. Excuse me. If I need to stay here another week, I will. If it looks like it's going to be good to go, then okay. I need to get that motorcycle moved. Eddie hasn't gotten back to me yet, so probably by, depending on when Daryl wants to demo. Now, what I told him is, look, we could jump the bike and either push it next door, or we could push it down, or push or ride it down to my spot. Where I store KP2, and it'll be out of the way. And I think I like that idea better. So Daryl and Rebecca are on their way out, and we're going to have a chat. So we'll see what that transpires. I'm also going to talk to Roxanne, the park manager. I did speak to her a couple of days ago, and we're all on the same page. But she couldn't tell me if I need to give a full 30 days notice or not. If I do, then I need to pay the $725. I'm not going to pay $775 because I'm not going to need the spot anymore. The spot to park KP2. So I'm going to talk to her, and we'll see what transpires there. So let's see. I don't really want to leave Patterson until I know the demo's done and that Roxanne's signed off on it, for lack of a better word. So we're going to work on that. If I don't hear from Eddie by about Tuesday or Wednesday, then I'm going to go down to the dealer, and I'm just going to say, you all need to come and get it. And we'll be able to talk turkey. I'm going to check my mail, see if the pink slips arrived yet. I do need to check and see if if my Social Security cards arrived. It should have. So I've got stuff to do with the pension, the bike, and the demo, or the top three, as well as working on 137. But there is a lot I could do in California with 137, and Sierra is my point person here. So I think that's about it for the update. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. When I made the last update, I was in Yermo. I drove to Bakersfield, stayed over a night at Orange Grove, and then got up and drove here. And it wasn't as arduous as it was the last time in June. I even went down to Walmart and I got some groceries. So I need to stop eating out so much. It's like, damn, dude, I need to do dishes. You've heard that about 4,000 times. I'm hoping I can manage that today. I'm really having a hard time. This added sickness, by 2 o'clock, I'm lying down and taking a nap. So I took a pretty big nap today. And so, it's always something with this health. I also have about $3,000 in testing that Dr. Mark wants to do, but I'm going to stop Dr. Mark when my year runs out. I expect to be down in Bullhead, and I don't. When I mentioned it to him, he said, "Well, you have X number of visits," and it's like I haven't used them all, so I'm going to get this a little bit firmer as to, when I stop. Either way, I'm stopping. I'm not paying him $700 a month anymore. I've got a bunch of the supplements and stuff still that I'll take, and then when they run out, okay. I guess I could see what's in them and order them independently, through Amazon or something. But, one of his gigs is you agree in the contract that you buy them from him. Oh, the purity and all that. Well, okay, but I know you're marking this shit way higher than it has to be. And I could probably get a lot of this stuff on Amazon or through some other type of natural foods type vendor. So, and I don't want to deal with a guy that's in Turlock and I'm in Bullhead City, or I'm traveling. So that's probably not going to happen. I'm going to probably drop in at the end of the year, but I do have a bunch more tests that I need run. So I got to schedule that in here too. Dude is sitting with me. He's wagging his tail and licking my hand as I'm petting and rubbing his head. He really likes when I sit out with him. So I talked about the cot, the Fat Boy cot, and that's at the Hideout. So I'm going to pick that up tomorrow. I'm wavering on just how much I want to take, but I think the most I'm going to take out of the Hideout are my clothes, and I'm not even sure about the kitchen stuff because the clothes I could have washed, and and the bedding. I've got some blankets and stuff. I know, baby. But I hate to throw out silverware and stuff like that. So I've got some pots and pans there, coffee pots, stuff that, I could leave and just order. I don't know. One of the things is I don't want to drag all this crap around everywhere, but when I get down to Bullhead, if I don't have a deal and it looks like I'm not going to have a deal, then I'll take the camping stuff out of the storage locker and I'll put the household stuff in the storage locker. But then again, by April, when I'm gone, and I'm gone April, May, June, July, August, September, that's 6 months, that's $300 that, that I'm storing old stuff on. So what I might just end up doing is replacing everything that I need, or when I move in, let's say I move in eventually somewhere, come on, dude. When I move in down there, I'll just take some of the stuff out of KP2 until I figure out what I want to do, in the sense of how do I want to stock the Hideout 2 is what I'm going to name it. So when you see on the title Hideout 2, this is the Perspective Hideout 2. So I think I babbled on enough. I think you're caught up. It's early November. Indigenous summer out here is really a beautiful time of the year. I think it's going to last this way about another week or 10 days. And then it's going to start to get a little bit more wintry. Oh, winter in California is fog and it isn't like it snows or ice. Is very rare, but the fog, it could be foggy for a week. I don't mean, the Thule fog, the overcast type stuff. It could be that way. But the fog happens after a rain. It rains, it's a little bit more humid, and then the fog comes. If you've lived out in the Central Valley at any length of time, you know what it is. So this, I think, will be your whatever minute update. So,
but wait, there's more.
I'm going to tack in a little bit more here after talking to Daryl and Rebecca. Daryl gave me it's stitched too. It's a Daryl Galleon Construction and Granite hat. So I got me a hat from Daryl. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm going to take this off here no, I'm going to leave it on. What the hell? There we go. Here's what's going. Here's a little update. I'm going to get my stuff out, most of it tomorrow. Or almost all of it. Wednesday, Daryl's going to meet me at the Hideout, and he's going to buy the motorcycle. He asked me what I was going to do with it, and I told him, this is what I want for it, and it certainly is under Blue Book. And he said, yeah, I'll take it. So he's going to come pick it up Wednesday, and I'm going to go out there. and we're going to go over anything else that we have to do. I just Zelled him some more money. I have a pretty low Zelle limit, but I'm going to get him his full money by Wednesday. Once he picks up the bike and he sees that I'm done, I'm out, I'm done, he's going to come get the appliances, and he's going to come get the bike and the appliances, mainly the washer, dryer, the fridge. He may take the stove. The stove works. Probably the mini fridges too, because I may take them. I may hassle it and just take them. I don't know what else I'm going to take. I'm still kind of struggling on, do I want the utensils? Do I not want? Now the mini fridges I could take with me. I could have them in KP2. You know, when I'm plugged in somewhere, especially in the winter, you know, it'd be pretty handy to have a little more room, a freezer and a fridge, and I could just plug that in straight to the 20 ampere. So, you know, and I'm not going to be running air conditioning anyway, so we'll see what the deal is. But so Wednesday, I'm going to final it up with Daryl. He's going to take the bike, and then I will have my stuff out, and he's going to have it. He's going to take what he wants out of it, and then he's going to tell his demo vendor it's ready to go, and they're going to come and they're going to mow it down, and that'll be that. So this is the update. Oh my God, Daryl and Rebecca and I chatted for a while. They're really good people. They're good people, and you know, when I call somebody good people, they're good people. I don't use that term for a whole lot of people, but they're good people. So here's your almost 3-minute insertion for a little bit more update, and now we'll get to the close. So enjoy your day. Peace be with you. Thank you for watching all this nonsense and following along. And Dude, the 15-pound mini poodle of terror, and I will see you for the next one.